Zinc New Haven's Wine of the Week. This is Michael Egan. I am the sommelier and general manager here. Again, we just wanted to give you a little bit of the Zinc experience at your house since we are not currently open. We are hoping to see you all soon and just can't wait till that time comes. But for the meantime, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the wines that you can buy and take home with you every week with your family meal. One of my favorite Pinot Noir producers is Lioco. Lioco was started in 2005 by two friends. One of them was the wine director at a restaurant called Spago in Beverly Hills. The other one was a wine salesman. So the two of them got together and they realized that the big heavy-handed oak wines, that big extract and all of those things were not really what they liked to drink. So they got together and said, we might be able to do something here in California with cooler sites where the weather is not quite as extreme, where the grapes aren't quite as ripe, and we don't really have to use a ton of oak. Basically fresher, lighter style versions of Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, Carignan, which is a fantastic Rhone grape, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. But the main grape that I think that Lioco does fantastically well is Pinot Noir. Specifically the Pinot Noir from Mendocino County, which if you look on a map, Mendocino is north of Sonoma, north of Napa, and really starts to get a little bit kind of into the rugged terrain. And it seems like the elevation tends to start to go up into the mountains a little bit. So why that matters? The main thing that matters for is because if any of you have really done any exploring, any kind of elevation, you'll notice that the first thing is going to happen is that the temperature drops significantly the more elevation that you have. So these grapes do not really ever get a chance to get super ripe, and the color extract is never going to be really deep and intense from something that comes from a cooler site. Now, that being said, cool climate grapes have a few things that I really appreciate when I'm having dinner here, especially at Zinc, which is freshness, acidity, and a vibrance that some wines that are a little bit more heavy-handed with oak maybe are a little bit more extracted. The color is a little bit more dense, the wine is a little bit more dense. Sometimes, especially with our food here at Zinc, those wines just tend to clash. There is definitely a time and a place for those fantastic Napa Valley Cabernets and those wines from South America and those wonderful, bigger, heavier wines. But a lot of the times I find myself gravitating towards these fresher, lighter wines with some of the unique flavor profiles that Denise and our chef have here at Zinc. Again, Lioco Pinot Noir from Mendocino County, a really great value and available to go with all of your family meals here at Zinc New Haven. Hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Hope you guys are enjoying this extra time at home with your families. From me and all of our Zinc family, we miss you guys. We can't wait to see you guys back in the restaurant. But until then, cheers. Thank you for tuning in.